Hi, my name is Charles. Today, me and my team, Brian, Jessica, and Stephanie, will be presenting our event plan for a Nike-sponsored fun run to help Diabetes Australia in their effort to combat Type 1 and Type 2 diabetes. The Nike Fun Run for Diabetes is a charity event that aims to bring awareness to diabetes as a disease, raising money, and encouraging participants to start a daily exercise regime and stave off the disease in the process. The planned event date is November 17th, 2019, which falls just after World Diabetes Day, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will start from South Melbourne and will end near Luna Park in St Kilda. There will be 2 different runs available for participants to compete in, a 5 km run and a 10 km run. The event type that we have chosen is a charity event and has been a specific justification as it lines up with our objectives well. The partnership with Nike, a sporting and innovation company, means that there is a natural link between Diabetes Australia, Nike, and the health and well-being of our participants. There is also a connection between the planning of events such as this and the economic benefits that lead to it. However, in this case, all proceeds from the event will be going directly to Diabetes Australia to help them with funding for further research. As well as the obvious economic benefits of our chosen charity, the event aims to increase awareness of participants of the severity of diabetes. The event will raise awareness about both Type 1 and Type 2 diabetes and will help fund further research in the future. The money that will be raised will come exclusively from participant sign-up fees. The next area that needed to be tackled before any further planning could take place was the chosen location of the event, and why we chose this area. There will be 2 different runs available, a 5 km run and a 10 km run. This allows for both casual runners and more serious runners to participate and help raise money for diabetes. We have chosen to start the run off in South Melbourne and it will end in St Kilda/Port Melbourne. This is because it is chosen as a frequently used for similar events such as other annual events like Connor's Run, which in itself is rather similar to our own. This means that it is likely for the course to be available for us to use and make it easier for us to obtain permits to close the road along the course for the morning during the hours of 6 a.m. and 3 p.m, allowing for us to do pack up and pack down during the day. This location also allows runners to experience parts of Melbourne's coastline during a warm part of the year. Next, I will go over aspects of the client. There are 2 key stakeholders that are involved in the planning and organization of a fun run event such as this. In our case, it is Nike and Diabetes Australia. Nike envisions itself as a company that inspires, and in relation to Diabetes Australia, this would be to inspire participants to engage in more physical activity on a daily basis to help prevent and reduce the likelihood of diabetes. As Nike creates products, services, and experiences for today's athletes, the company's involvement with Diabetes Australia is an important synergistic alliance. Both organizations have a strong focus on healthy living and physical activity. Nike has chosen to be involved in this event as it allows them to give back to the community as part of their corporate social responsibility scheme. Nike is already involved in multiple events such as this, as well as sponsoring a variety of sporting teams and athletes around the world. With such a large reach provided by the Nike company, globally and locally, and with help from Diabetes Australia and the government, there is potential for a large group of participants to be involved, creating awareness about both Type 1 and Type 2 diabetes, as well as educating people on how to prevent it and reduce the risk. Thank you for listening. Next, Jessica will talk to you all about main objectives and our key stakeholders.
Sponsorship will allow our event to make a significant contribution to diabetes. Our main sponsor for the event is Nike. Nike will provide us with funds, services and resources for the event. They will work closely with us in order to make the event successful. Our sponsors that will help influence the growth of this event are Smooth FM, Host Plus, Commonwealth Bank and 9 News. Our government sponsors also include Vic Health and City of Melbourne. Participant safety is of utmost importance to such an event. We'll be seeking the help of the local police to assist in road marshalling and traffic redirection to ensure that participants have ample space to run and in a safe manner. Signage for services and support will also be widely available and easily accessible. Staff will be provided with 2-day radios and will also be involved in the placing of rope, tape and cones for the marking of the entire route. We will be seeking volunteers that will help cheer the participants on and act as eyes and report any incidents to any member of the event staff. They will also redirect participants to any facilities upon request. When measuring our objectives, we have to ensure that they are reachable and clear. In regards to our first objective, which is to encourage and motivate people of any age to participate in physical activities which can improve their health and well-being through a fun run as well as a competitive run. We want to accomplish a better, healthy lifestyle for those who are diabetic. It is important to us as we want to create awareness and knowledge on diabetes. We will make this objective clear and specific as well as easy to achieve. We want to continue to motivate and encourage people throughout the event and after the event. In regards to the second objective, we want to increase the awareness in Australians about the seriousness of diabetes and how it affects them, whilst demonstrating that physical activity can be a way to prevent it from happening to you. We plan to do this by increasing awareness before and after the event. Our third objective is raising money for Diabetes Australia so that they can further improve the treatments for those who have type 1 and type 2 diabetes. We plan to raise $10,000 which can improve Diabetes Australia and supply them with further equipment to improve those who have diabetes as well as finding a cure. Our fourth objective, we hope that our event can help create awareness that there are simple and easy ways to stay healthy. We plan to encourage people to stay healthy, which means to walk around or run for 30 minutes a day. We plan to do this by promoting the benefits to being healthy. Educating people on how important it is to be healthy is the key. Throughout all four objectives, it is important to educate people so they have a clear understanding on diabetes and how it can be prevented from a young age. We aim to promote a healthy lifestyle and collaborate with Nike in order to reduce diabetes in Australia. The SMART criteria ensures that events have structure and are trackable when it comes to its goals and objectives. We plan to raise at least $10,000 from the event, which is to be a charity fun run event. To ensure that objectives are measurable, we will have access to software that allows us to track sign-up numbers, with ticket prices at $35 for adults and $25 for children. That will roughly add up to 200 adults and 120 children participating. Our objectives will be attainable because such charity fun run type events rely on heavily on volunteers and support from stakeholders. As we are partnering up with Nike, a sports brand, a running event is especially relevant. Also, this is in line with their corporate social responsibility scheme. Lastly, as you can see, we have roughly set up a timeline to ensure that our goals remain timely. 2 months prior to the event, we plan to begin to collect payments from interested parties. 1 month before the event, we arranged a race pack collection for the participants, and once the event is over, we will evaluate the results against the goals that we have planned to achieve.
Having a well-defined target market is of paramount importance to an organization's marketing plan. Evaluating other fun run type events such as ours, we have found that event organizers tend to be as inclusive as they can. Events of similar status with ours tend to include various categories of running distances for people of different age groups, health statuses, and stamina conditions. With that in mind, in general, our event will be targeted towards individuals 5 years old and up. And considering that in the city of Melbourne itself, that leaves us with a potential target market of 146,004 people. Our team employed a combination of lifestyle and age segmentation to arrive at this figure. We have targeted what is defined by Alan O'Toole, a professor teaching events in the university, as full nesters, as our event not only provides entertainment for adults, but for children as well. So on to the next slide. For our preliminary marketing review, we will be incorporating 4 different types of marketing strategies. So as you can see, the first is pre-event activities, second is sponsorship outreach, third is influencer outreach, and the last is event promotions. For the first marketing strategy, we will create a website that will be as attractive as possible with as much information as possible so that our participants can stay up to date and informed with whatever status our event is on. And my team will also create social media pages with an emphasis on Facebook and Instagram, as they are the most widely used social media sites in the world. So for sponsorship outreach, we'll be looking to collaborate with local brands and businesses. And of course, they must have a existing corporate social responsibility scheme that aligns with our objectives of the event. So thirdly, we'll be looking to involve popular social media influencers from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, to see if they are willing to grace our event and if they are willing to endorse and publicize our event on their respective social media pages. We'll be also looking at talking to Nike to see if they can provide their locally owned athletes for our event. One such athlete I can think of is Tim Cahill. He's a football player currently playing for Melbourne City Football Club, and he's Socceroos captain. He will provide fanfare and he will boost numbers, and visitors will be attracted to this event for sure. And lastly, we'll be providing event promotions. We have two kinds. The first is a early bird discount of 10% for participants that sign up as early as 2 months before the event. And the second promotion is a early referral scheme for participants that refer our event to their families and friends in exchange for drink coupons.
Sustainable event management is the process of meeting the needs of the present generations without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs, meaning the triple bottom line approach is met through an event. The Nike Fun Run considers the economic, social and environmental impacts the event will have on Melbourne and its citizens. The fewer artificial resources created and consumed throughout the event, the better impact it has on the environment. In terms of natural resources that will be used during the event, water will be provided at the event to help participants hydrate. Noise will unfortunately be an issue as speakers will be in use. Fossil fuels and emissions, such as pollution, will be increased as associates will be using transport to get to and from the event. To help prevent wastage, rubbish and recycling bins will be provided at all entrances and exits throughout the track. Signs will be above all bins so participants know which ones to use. Furthermore, recyclable materials will be used for all staging. However, power supplies will be at an all-time high throughout the event as media coverage is welcomed. Toilet facilities will also spread throughout the track. Socially, many aspects will be considered. The wider community and businesses will be contacted to be made aware of the event and are encouraged to volunteer and donate money to the cause. All will work in a safe, reliable working environment. The main objective of the Fun Run is to raise awareness and money for Diabetes Australia. Therefore, the stakeholders will be considered through all decisions. In addition to the environmental and social responsibilities, the financial aspect to the triple bottom line is affected. Our participant sign-up fee will be charged. That is $35 for adults and $25 for children. Also, a $15 charge for participant bag. A generous donation to Diabetes Australia will be hoped to be met as donation buckets will be provided to help collect cash from participants. Donations of materials and goods will be accepted to help lower the overall cost of the event. Overall, the objectives of the event will be met with consideration of the triple bottom line. The Nike Fun Run for Diabetes Australia is a fun run that will be held on the 17th of October 2019 to help raise funds and awareness for type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Currently, 1.7 million Australians suffer from the disease. This significant number can be reduced through education of the disease and donations to the foundation to go towards finding a cure or ways to help those who have the disease. Nike will be a key sponsor of the event. However, other sponsors and stakeholders will be contacted and encouraged to participate in the event one way or another. Other stakeholders include attendees and event organisers. Pre-event activities such as a website will be created to ensure the public are aware of the event. All objectives will be measured to help ensure the event is a success. In conclusion, the Nike Fun Run will prove to be a success and bring the community together to help raise awareness for such a great cause.